Okay, as you notice, I cleaned the bar over here for the level line. It is free of all that grease you see over there, and I use lube on it. So what's going to happen is now it's going to be about 10 to 20% faster. Aloha, guys. This is one of my two Komodos. This is the smaller one. This is the 350. So what I'm going to do is I already put the line on. So right now I want to get this ready for use. So you know, when you first get it, you're gonna have to preset your six studs. So what I'm gonna do is that now this knob here, once you get it loosened, it's gonna be fairly easy to tighten and loosen just with your fingers or your thumbnail. But but it comes from the factory and it's all tight. It has to be, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna loosen this up a bit. I normally don't work with this type of reels. I normally work with spinners. But you know, you got to be well balanced. You notice that I pulled it out right. Instead of spraying WD-40 in there, I'm gonna break the seal of this lube. I'm gonna use the lube instead. All right, so I'm gonna put a drop of the lube in there and in there. Alrighty, let me see. I think I brought some tissue and okay, is it in here? Yeah. Brought some tissues. Wipe off the excess lube. All right, so now it's going to be a lot easier to open and shut. Now you can use WD-40, but the lube is better. So let's see now. There we go. See, it was like that. Okay, now I can take the plate off. Alrighty, so we got the plate off. Let's take a look at our settings here. We have 2, 4, 6. We got 6 studs here. Now that they're all inside. Inside means that all the weights, the weights are in the inside. Is going to be a little bit hard to control. So I'm going to first try 3. I'm going to alternate 3 of them. So I'm going to go these little studs here. They're inside. I'm going to push it out. So I'm going to go 1. You can hear the click. 2, 3. So I alternated. I'm going to try 3, and that's just to see how we're going to get by in the first day, okay? Snap it back on. There you go. Now, because it's lubed, I can finger tighten this back like so. And we're going to see how this works on that setting. I mean, in the field, you can make an adjustment in the field, but this is just to get us going. Now you got your spool tensioner here like you would on most baitcasters. So we're gonna play around with the tensioner, make sure that we get the right setting for the type of casting weight we're gonna use. All right, thank you. Okay, I just took off the side plate. I put a drop of lube right there. So when the pin goes back into it, it's gonna have a better time. If you want this to cast farther, I'm rubbing off all that grease off the wheel here, because that grease is actually going to slow you down. So I'm wiping it all off, and I'm going to put Okuma lube on it instead. Okay, and then I'm going to hit the winder here. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take off a lot of the grease, and I'm going to put lube on instead. That should free up some of the restrictions you have on the casting. Okay, as you notice, I took off all that excessive grease here. I used lube on it instead, and this is going to free up your casting distance doing this. Okay, as you notice, I cleaned the bar over here for the level line. It is free of all that grease you see over there, and I used lube on it. So what's going to happen is now it's going to be about 10 to 20% faster.